Hello and welcome to a new episode how to learn JavaScript from beginner to advanced. Today we will discuss about how to display a gallery image with JS with JavaScript. In front of you you have an HTML with three images. Do you see these images? These images between tags imj with class cat image and have the source this link no source equal this link. Also in this HTML you see I have here a div caption with id caption for from this div I will link my button. I will append child from this, and also I have a container with id caption, but it's other id here, cat gallery. Okay, where I display the cat. My mini app showing this till now showing this way. You see here example display cat. I have three image with three cats. If I inspect one of them with console element, do you see my first image, second image and third image? Okay, let's come back to our HTML. Do you see here I have style in it's empty, and also I have a script where I will put the JS code. Now is empty. Okay, let's populate this code with data. Firstly, I will modify the style. I would like my body to have a external space 20 pixel. I will put the margin with 20 pixel for body. This tutorial maybe will take 20 minutes, I hope, but I try to explain you to understand. Okay, I have body and I put margin 20 pixels. This margin mean external spacing. No, if I put padding, it's internal spacing. Also I want the font family to be font family Arial and sans serif. Arial first is first. No, if doesn't work Arial will replace with sans serif. Okay, all my images have cat image class. I would like initially, let me to no modification. I would like initially this images doesn't appear, and for this I will put for my class cat image display none. No, when page are loading, all element with class cat image, these three will be display none. Display okay, none. And now if I go, you see display none because my CSS is with display none. Okay, but now should to create my button, and after I will append child this div. Okay, let's create a button. Create a button. No, we create dynamically a button. We can put here button in the HTML, but I would like to show you how to create dynamically this button. We can create button with document that create element button. Now I create this element, but if you want to show this button in the page, should to append it from another element. I append it from this div with ID caption, but let me to put for this element a text content print okay equal a string c image. Initially when page are loading will appear on the button c images. I put position fixed. Position fixed. The position is fixed on the display. On the top, from the top 114 pixel, to the right 20 pixel, and I have this Z index 10,000. That means my button will be over all layers. And now with I will append from this element now document. I append it from this element with ID caption that append child and now should appear this button. It's a simple button. Do you see? Without style is not stylized, and I will put I will add a class. You can add with print all cats dot class class list dot add, I don't know, class button class style boot. I add dynamically a class, but this class we should put some property for it in my CSS, and now I will add this class to my CSS. I have this but class style, padding, internal space for button, background color, border, I don't want border, color white, cursor pointer like a hand, font size, and border radius with round corner. Let's see now. My button have style now, but do you see nothing happens because I didn't put on it one event, an add event listener. Just I create a button and I append it 2 seconds because I put here to put here. Okay, if you want to add this in a variable, it's okay. Let's see, div variable, let I don't know, div where display message. Equal, and I put this value for this variable, and now I will take this variable and I will put here. Now I don't put document get element by the caption dot append child, I put just this variable. Okay, and this is the same thing. Do you see here you have the same thing. Okay, now I create this button, but I want to display my picture. Okay, let's me to put some style border radius for this 2 seconds. I have this button. Now print all cats. On this button, when I click this button, I would like to display these 3 pictures, images. Okay, I will put an add event listener to my button to print all cats. Add event listener to my button, print all cats. Print all cats that add event listener. If you like to put an add event listener, this is the syntax, and you have here the event. The first parameter is event. You can put click on mouse over, on mouse out, or other key or other event, it doesn't matter. And the second is a function. I put here an anonym function, an arrow function without parameters, an arrow function without parameter. No, is not anonymous, sorry. And here, when I click on button, I would like that in this function to create some statements that display my images. Firstly, should to select all my image. I will see that my image have all cat image classes, and for this I will select with query selector all images that have a class cat image. Select all images with class cat image. Okay, I make a reference to all elements with class get image. Do you see I use query selector all because I would like to take all element with get image. If you want just first element, you can use query selector, simple. Okay, now I would like to select the container where I display. Container where I display is this div with cat gallery. Select container where I displayed the images. Container where I displayed the images is element with ID cat gallery, this div. Okay. Also, before to add my images, I would like to clear my container because I want to see just one image, and I right here clean the container before display the images. And for this I have gallery container dot inner HTML equal empty space. When you want to clean, use empty space. I'll make a reference to, in this event listener, I made reference to all images with cat image class, also to div where I display. I clean the container, but now should we iterate through these three images for display them, and for this should to use a for each where I display with this where I iterate with this for each should to iterate through this element now, and this element are that now images cat. This variable contain these three elements, and I will iterate through them. Iterate through my images. I have images cat, that for each is very useful method, special when you work with array, but in this case is also very useful. When you use for each, you have the syntax, the variable dot method for each. You can see, go with mouse and see the syntax, node list element for each, and in this you see you have one parameter, two or three parameters, but now we have just the image and an arrow function. In this arrow function we will create a new image. In a moment, then when I will press the button should to display image, but for display this should to create also a image now, and for this I will use document create element path image, const new image equal document dot create element and image. When I create a button, I use document create element button. Okay, and now I would like to add the value for the source. New image dot source equal image dot source. What means this image? This image is the current element, and here when I create new image, I belong it the source of current element. And also I would add some CSS and I will append it to the gallery container. Okay, let's see a summary. I would like to display these three images using a button, and for this I create a button here with document create element button, and I will append it to this variable diff where display messages. After this I add event listener on my button. This is the button. I press the button, and in this moment when I press the button, I select all element with get image class, all element with ID get gallery. I clean gallery container, and also I iterate through all my picture. Let's see what happened now. Do you see? I click here and I have this gallery with 3 cats. Let's see in CSS. Cat image. Okay, but if I want to put a toggle because I would like when I click a second time to display these images, and after I click and I want to show again the element. Let's see what updates should to add on this code. Okay, what I want, see images, print all kits. Print all kits. See images. Okay. After I add the button in the page here, add the button in the page, no? Because this append child add the button in the page. Okay, after I add the button in the page, should to create another variable, contour of visibility. If you want a flag, if I check where I check with false or true, if the images are show or are hide, no? Okay, let's write here variable that retain if images are shown or hide. Okay, let image visible equal false. That means initially my images are false. Initially, when page loading, my images are false, but also I have here cat image with display none. Doesn't matter. I put this flag, and in concordance with this flag I will change value true or false. Okay, now in print all cat, when I click the button, I make reference with all the cat images class here with ID cat gallery. Okay, clean the container. I don't clean the container now, and I put here, I put here if a condition, if not image visible. Not image visible mean opposite of image visible. This is false. Here I have true. That means in my function will be executed when image visible is true. When are shown, no? When my images are visible. That means if my images are not visible, show them. Okay. I have this. And I will close here. 2 seconds. I have in this moment if image visible, I put new image, yes, and after here I change the text with hide image, and also I update my flag image visible into else. I hide the images. And how to do this? In this I clean my inner HTML gallery container and all images will be hidden. Hide all images from HTML. I clean the HTML. I told you about this empty space, very good for empty. Okay, I change text content for my button. You see images, and I also add this flag in false. Okay, now should work. I had initially my flag is visible is false. My images are not shown. I click here, are shown. Now when I click, I enter in this part of code. If image not visible, that means not visible mean true, because it's opposite of image visible. Okay, I clean the container before I display, and after you see, after I clean, I put all images here, because I iterate with this for each. After I iterate with for each and I put all the images, I change after this the text of button, and I put here true, and else what happens, enhance, something is not okay. 2 seconds, I have image, hide images, no? Hide images, a ajuns ok aici. It's okay to this line, images visible equal true, else hide image. Okay, let's see in console what error we have. I click the button. When I click hide, I don't have error. Maybe internet connection. see image, hide, else. Okay, let's see if image and here I have images, 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 image. Here is the problem. I put here to flag I have image visible is correct, but here I put images also here. Okay, now should work. I don't understand why in console doesn't appear. And now you see when I click again, first the see image appear these three images, and with toggle if you want, display and hide the images. I create this toggle with a flag. This is a flag, a variable that returns if images are shown or hide. Initially is false, that means images are hide, and if images are opposite of this is true, now are shown, iterate through them and show them. Display, when I click display also this hide images, change the button text content, else empty the inner HTML and put my flag to false. That was all for today. I hope you understand what I explained here. All the best.